Okay, it's about 2 o'clock and it's quite a bit later than I wanted it to be coming on here, but I had a little bit of a lazy morning and also had a few jobs to sort out on our other boat. It's a little bit messy here in the minute and I want the dog in here with me, just because I don't really want to left on our own in the other boat. So I'm going to have tidy up in a bit of a sort now, get it all clean, and then we can get the dog in. And I also, I realised I forgot to film something that I want to show you guys, so I'm gonna tidy up and then I'm gonna do that and then we'll bring the dog and get that sorted. So, darling, we're on a boat. This is not our boat.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's our new boat. You excited? You excited? Oh yeah! So, I brought the dog in, I cleaned everything up, it's nice and clean here. She has a nice bed, which is just pretty much not far from her nook. She has an outside nook, but this, for reference, this is the bit of wood I'm currently cutting. And she's decided it's comfy. Eva, come on. Come on. Come on, get off my wood. Go lie in your bed. Look, you've got a bed. Look. Look at this. Look at this, it's a bed. Good girl. That's it. She'll move back in 2 minutes. Yeah, you will. So that's this panel in. Managed to make it fit quite nicely. There's a little bit of a gap just up here, and annoyingly, the bit of wood I used as template mustn't have been flat on the ground, so there's actually a little bit of play in the bottom. And as you can see, although it's somewhat flush here, the whole panel leans out. We're going to trim that anyway. There's going to be a bit of trim that goes around, so you'd never see it, but I'm going to have a go with one of the router attachments to see if I can get it to a nice smooth edge using the guide. So I've never played with it before, so I might as well have a go. And like I say, it's going to get trimmed anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, going to see if I can sort that out. Managed to trim the edge with the router. Looks a little bit rough, but it's all going to be hidden behind trim anyway, so it'll be fine. It's good enough. Because the boat is in theory symmetrical, should be able to take this board off, take it from there, flip it, put it on that side. So we're going to try that, and then if that works, we'll just take a stencil of the first one on another bit of wood, trace the whole thing out, put a flush trim bit on the router, and just route the whole thing out, and it'll look pretty good. But yeah, we'll see how that works. It might work. I'm hopeful it will. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to trim this one down anymore to fit in this side, but it's a really close enough fit where I think with a little bit of trimming it'll be perfect. So we're going to use this as a template, cut out another one, and then we're going to put the other side, and then we'll get the middle bit in, and hopefully that'll be the back wall finished. Okay, so it is the next morning. Hi, Wolfall. And it is Bank Holiday Monday, so we are off today. It is about 11:15ish, something like that. We've had a little bit of a lazy morning. We took the dog for a walk. It's been really nice. Amy is gonna work on the water tank and finish getting that in, but she's got to move all of that stuff because I put a lot of stuff on top of the water tank. While Amy's working on the water tank, I'm gonna start just temporarily putting some pipes in for the plug, so that we have an idea of where they're going to run, clip them in, but they'll be able to undo the clips and move them if we have to. So what have we learned, beautiful?
This brush is better for varnishing.
And whose idea was the roller? Mine. So yeah, brush is a lot better. Get much better coverage with the brush. So Amy's gonna keep doing that, and Bubba's also trying to brush it a little bit with her tail. So we're gonna try and keep Bubba away from the wet varnish. Okay, so I've put some of the pipe clips on the wall, and have just had the realization that I've put a lot of these in, and I've not checked the pipe fits in them. So I'm gonna quickly check that the pipe actually fits inside the pipe clip. I had more going in a straight line, and then realised that the bath is gonna start from about here-ish. So we'll want to duck them down beneath the bath. So the clips are spaced every ½ metre, just so the pipes don't get any vibration damage. So they start here, and then I've got them falling by 10 centimetres each clip. And then they'll come to here. We'll have 2 T's off here because the towel radiator is going to be at the end of the bath, just on this wall. So
The shower and the bath going on the same way.
this is heating, not hot water. Great question though, for anyone who has got questions. We're putting the heating pipes in first, which are 22mm pipes. They're a little bit bigger. So we're going to have those running down there. We're going to tee off just for the radiators, the hot water tank and stuff like that. That'll all be done in 22mm. Each of the T's off, you have a 22mm straight through, with the T coming off as 15mm. And I think that's just so you have a little bit more resistance, so all of the hot water doesn't go into the radiator. You still add some into the rest of the system. We're actually only going to have 3 radiators, which might seem like not very many for this, like a big 55-foot boat. But again, we've got double glazing, we're very heavily insulated, and to be honest, we've got the back doors open now, and we're both quite warm. I mean, I've still got this on now. I'm quite hot, and Amy's a lizard.
I was cold out in a jumper.
Yeah, so it is quite warm in here. So our plan is, with the heating system we have to have one radiator that's basically always on, so that if the heating turns on, it has somewhere to radiate that heat out, which will be the bathroom towel radiator. It means our towels are always nice and toasty warm. And then what we're going to do is, Amy had an amazing idea that instead of having the TV down here, which is where I was thinking down on the gunnels, she really didn't like it. She hadn't expressed that properly until now, but yeah, we're gonna use this as a nice space for the TV. It should be fine. The TV will be pretty flat to the wall anyway, and we might put it on a bit of an arm so it can come out. And then what we'll do here is we'll actually one big radiator here, and then the pipes will continue, and then they will end with my desk here. The only other additional radiator that we might put in would be in the kit room at the back. We don't think we need one, and we're not going to plan to put it in, but because all the heating pipes are going to come out here, it'll be easy enough to put a T in to just run a radiator like somewhere along here. So that's really easy to do, and we don't need to think about that. But yeah, we are getting a little bit peckish now. So Amy's going to finish that. I'm going to try and fit this pipe into the clips, and then we're going to have some breakfast. So we'll catch up with you in a bit. So let's... It's like a really Christmas present. Wrapped by someone who never wants you to open it. The pipe clips clip together, and I didn't know that. So like, You can stack them closer together. It's just smart. I did not know this. Chuff, that's done, but before we get on with the other bits of plumbing, I am going to have a look and put the conduit in for the electrical, just so it'll be a little bit easier when we come to run all of the electrics for the boat. I've just had to take this panel back off the wall, so I had to take all the pipes out of it again, just so I can screw the conduit to the back of it.
Still varnishing.
Still varnishing. You've done such a good job though.
Piece number 4.
Piece number
Still number 5 to go. On those power tools.
Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock at loads of time. Like 6 hours of work in here. But yeah, Amy's done absolutely loads of varnish and it's really good. I think the sad part of the work we're doing at the minute is like this is the work we want to get really good and do because it's the stuff we don't ever want to have to come back to, but it's also the stuff that no one sees and no one really appreciates apart from me and you guys, I guess.
Dog spoiled.
Well, we're back from another trip out. We didn't really want to go shopping today, but Amy's been trying to. Sorry, we detoured by Starbucks on the way home, and Amy and I both got coffee, so the dog got a pup cup, and we did the classic thing of trying to carry too many things at once, and Bubba pulled on her lead while Amy had the coffees in her hand, and unfortunately my coffee fell to the ground. I didn't even get a sip of it. So I'm mourning my coffee. So, but we're not going back just for that. We went to Screwfix. Amy now has a new toy. Well, we both have a new toy because we went through a lot of trouble to try and get this to line up to near 45 degrees, and we spent absolutely ages doing it, and it's just neither of us can cut that straight. So we got a miter block and a hand saw just to be able to make the cuts a little bit better. I looked at the price of the Ryobi chop saws and no. I think my dad's bringing a chop saw down when he comes and brings some tools down in a few weeks. So this will get us by for now. We also picked up some more screws that we needed, and coffee, but no coffee. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started doing putting these clips on the wall for the conduit, and yeah, crack on with that. So I think today is sort of prime example of knowing when to stop. I think we're both feeling a little bit rubbish. We've put quite a shift in today, although it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I think like we've had like having to go like through shops a couple of times, having to sort stuff out, having to like fix stuff that like we just shouldn't have to really. So yeah, we're both feeling a little bit rubbish. So we're gonna call it a night there. It's only like 7 o'clock. We've got a few hours of daylight left. It's only like 8 o'clock. Got 1 hour of daylight left. But yeah, we're gonna have a shower, get cozy, and just switch off. And yeah, it's not gonna get built in a day. So we just need to take time and come at it fresh again next time. But yeah,
I think we've got quite a lot done today.
Yeah, I can't see it, but I know that my brain's done. So yeah, we're gonna call it a night there, and then we'll catch up with you again soon. So bye.